Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are keen on Linux and DevOps, today's video is extremely important. However, many people know the Linux commands, but they are failed during the production issues debugging time. Since production is all about the logs, processes, and running services. So grep becomes one of the most powerful commands which can be used for filter about the logs, processes, and running services. Basically, in this video, I will explain grep from the scratch with the real-time DevOps use cases, including the grep with the processes and pipe symbol combinations. Okay, so let's get started. This is where the today's agenda is. We will see what is a grep, why the grep is required, and we'll focus on where we use the grep in DevOps, multiple real-time use cases, and we'll see grep command with the multiple options. And finally, we will see the types of grep like egrep and fgrep, and we'll see the live demo. Now, what is a grep? Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. It is a Linux command used to search, filter, and extract specific text patterns from the files or command outputs. So the main thing is which is used to search the specific patterns in the text. That is where grep play the major role in Linux or application logs or any text files. Okay, so why grep is used? Why? Because in real-time environments, we see logs are very large, processes are running continuously, manual checking is not possible. So if you want to do the faster troubleshooting is required, despite of using monitoring tools, grep is still the first command executed during the incidents. And then we'll see where the grep can be used in DevOps. In our day-to-day activities, we are working with multiple applications or multiple tasks in DevOps. In that, we use it to find that particular patterns or particular keywords from the application logs, system logs, running processes, Jenkins pipelines, Docker containers, and Kubernetes parts. Pretty much everywhere in production, we used grep and filter the required input. Okay. And here I captured some common commands which we can use in our daily basis. So we will execute all these commands in our live demo now. Okay, so the basic syntax is grep space. We can give that options and the pattern and the file name. So this is the syntax for the grep. Say example, we have a application log here. So if you want to grep the particular string, so that case we can use grep and error we can give app.log. So see here, nothing is there here actually. Cat application.log. See here, if you want to grep another keyword, so where failed, and if you want to search for another keyword from this application.log, so we can use grep and the pattern I was using capital error, and we can give the file name which is called app.log. See here, from this app.log, it will be filter the keyword is error. So this is where if we go to the any log file, we can able to find it. Sometimes the error keyword will be small letters, capital letters. It will be there like this. We can use -i, which is called ignore cases. So if you go to that app.log and you can put some error, okay, and error. So I was putting few are capital letters, few are small letters. So this case, if we can use this without I, it will print only what is the keyword which is given by us. If it is matched, then only it will print. If you want to print the keyword which is having in capital letters or small letters, both the case, we can give the -i is option, which is called ignore case. See here, it print all the capital letters and combination of capital letters and small letters. Okay. And we will see types of grep. So there are three types of grep. So the first one is, which is basic grep, egrep, which is called extended grep, and fgrep. So here fgrep means it is a fixed grep. So the basic one is, this is the basic one. Okay, this is the default and most common one we used daily basis in production. Okay, but with this command we can use the option also. You know that -i, which is ignore case. It is a case sensitive. Then we will see extended grep, which can be used for multiple patterns or condition. Example, egrep, we can use error and pipe symbol failed, pipe symbol exception. Okay, so here you see multiple patterns we are using. Error is the one pattern, failed is the another pattern, exception is the another pattern. Three patterns we used. Then app.log, see here, only one pattern is matched. Here if you put -i, it will be print combination of capital letters and small letters. See here, failed is there, exception is there, and here we can see failed also, capital failed is there. Okay, so that is where -i is the ignore case. It is a case sensitive. Okay, instead of egrep, in the grep itself, there is a option called -e. Grep space hyphen capital E, this is the same as egrep. Okay, so this is the advanced filtering happens if you can use hyphen capital E. So this is very common DevOps automation. Okay, so if you use grep hyphen capital E or egrep, both are same. Next thing, so here if you want you can use hyphen I also. So now see here, both -e, -i, both we used. E means it's extended, I means it's a case sensitive. Then we'll see fgrep, and here we can use keyword called db connection failed, example, and app.log. Okay, see here nothing is there. So if we can use -i, if any combination of capital and small is there, it will print. So here see one more thing. The key patterns will be like this only in the production. DB connection failed, microservice connection failed. So HTTP log issues. So like this we can search. Now see it has given. So this is the faster than the grep if we can use the fgrep. This can be used special characters which is exist. So instead of this, we can use another command also. We can use grep -f. It is a fixed grep. See here. So that means you need to know egrep or grep -capital F, both are same. Okay. And we'll see some core DevOps operations where the grep will be combined with the pipe symbol. So these are the some real DevOps use cases. These are very important. You should have to remember. Example, PS-EAF. It is a process. We will discuss this later. Grep, example, if you want to find out SSH. See here, SSH is running. SSH is a process. It will list how many SSH are running. SSH is running on root user, Ubuntu user, process IDs actually. Okay. So PS space -AF, it will list the all the processes. From these processes, pipe can be take the output of PS space -AF and give the input to grep space SSH. Okay. So this checks whether SSH is running or not. First command during the service outage and second command will check. Okay, so apart from this, we can use, say example, the application is using high CPU spike or high CPU usage. So example, if you can see PS space -EAF grep Java. Now see, Java here identify Java processes used during the CPU 100% issues. Example, if any CPU taking Java applications or microservice applications, so pretty much used in every production instance. So not only Java, if you take that application, you can give ps space -af pipe symbol. If you can give that application name here, so it will give the CPU usages also. Okay. Then the second thing is, say example, we are running Docker containers. Okay. So if you want to grep particular container to troubleshoot, so that case, Docker ps-a, which will give that running containers and stopped containers. So from this, if you want to grab the particular container, we can give the container name here. Okay. So that will be list the all the containers which are running or stopped. This command will be displayed. From this command output, pipe will be taken and given to the this grep command, so that the grep will be go to this output and it will print the particular container name. Okay, so this combination also we can use the grep. you know we are using Kubernetes parts, so for deploying our application. So if you want to do for the pod log debugging, so that case also, kubectl logs, we can give pod name here. So then we can give grep hyphen I. Hyphen I means it is a ignore case, so where we can give error. Okay, so from this Kubernetes particular pod name logs, we can easily find out. So this is where grep saves the DevOps engineer time. Okay, so here we can filter only error logs. This will save a lot of time during the outages. Okay, and we will see one more use cases where the grep can be used. We are building the Jenkins pipelines, so that will be give that Jenkins logs. So that case cat Jenkins logs, this is the log output. Then here we can give grep hyphen I where it failed. Okay, so this cases also we can easily identify it. If we run that pipelines, we can get that pipeline which is error log, which is called Jenkins log, where if you want to identify failed stages quickly, so because the Jenkins pipeline has number of stages are there. So if you open this log file, the log file has thousands of lines. Okay, so that case, if you want to identify failed stages easily, we can use grep command, we can do it. And even in application, we are using port numbers. Example, Jenkins, the default port we are using 8080. So like this, if you want to grab the application port number, we can use netstat. We will discuss this command later. TLNP and pipe symbol. We can use grep the 8080 or whatever the port if you want. Example, if you want to see 8080, which application is used, nothing is used. We need to install that netstat tool. Okay, so after installing, we can come to actually which port is used by the which application. Okay, so this case is also, if you want to see the applications, the port 8080 which application used, 9090 which application used. If you want to know the application, that case we can use the grep. And finally, we will see that security audit logs. Sometimes, so that will be detects that suspicious accesses used during the audits. Okay, so that case we can use grep command also. So grep space hyphen I and unauthorized. Okay, so we will see where this will be there, where slash log slash audit. Okay, auth.log. So here, if you want to do some security and audit logs, that case we need to find out suspicious logs. So that case also the grep can be used, very helpful. So here I captured a couple of things here. So where I means it's ignore case, N means it's a line number. Example, in the file, in which line the failed will be there. Example, if we go here and here you can use If you want to know the line number of this app.log, it will give it actually. See here, if you use grep -i -n, I means it's ignore case, n means it will print the line numbers on which line the keyword is available. Okay, see here it will print all the lines. And even if you can use -c, it will give the count also. See here, 10, it match the 10 times the keyword is available in this file. And one more thing, if we can use -v, so that means without this keyword, it will print. Okay, it is in the reverse. Exclude this error. So this can be excluded and it will print another lines. So example, if we can give -v, and here we'll see all the errors, it will be excluded and given the another lines. Okay, and finally we can use -r, which is the recursive, which can be used to grep the folders recursive mode. So please refer that cp command or ma command. You can come to know what is the recursive. Okay, so this is where the grep becomes flexible. So you can see this one. Eventually, if you want to survive in the production, grep is not optional, since DevOps is all about speed and accuracy. Okay, so the main thing is grep is the master for debugging, less downtime, and confidence during the incident calls. So this can be very useful. So could you please go through this video? If you have any doubts, could you please comment in my channel? So this is for high level actually. In our day-to-day activities, we can use this one. Thanks a lot.